Honda's miniMOTO family sells fun in small doses, but the Monkey and Trail 125 chase very different kinds of it. One is a chrome-dipped city toy, the other a go-anywhere backroad mule. Same engine, opposite missions.
Both bikes mine Honda's back catalog, but they dig in different places. The Monkey descends from the 1961 Z100, a 49cc novelty built for a Tokyo amusement park, and it still wears that heritage as pure style. A fat little teardrop tank, chrome fenders, a round chrome LED headlight, and a retro-shaped instrument pod housing a modern digital display. Nothing about it pretends to be practical. The Trail 125 traces a different family tree, one that runs through the CT90 and CT10 that American hunters, ranchers, and forestry workers strapped to their trucks for decades. Its step-through frame, high-mounted exhaust with heat shield, front brush guards, and skid plate are not decoration. They are answers to problems that show up on gravel. The Monkey is a garage ornament that happens to run beautifully. The Trail 125 is a tool that happens to look great.
Mechanically, the two share more than their styling suggests. Both use Honda's 124cc air-cooled SOHC 2-valve single with programmed fuel injection and a 24mm throttle body. Both measure 50.0mm by 63.1mm bore and stroke, and both run a 10.0:1 compression ratio. Honda does not publish horsepower figures for the US market. European spec documentation places the Monkey around 9.3 horsepower at 6,750 RPM, with roughly 8.1 pound-feet at 5,500 RPM, while the Trail's tune trades a little peak for accessible mid-range, with torque arriving nearer 4,500 RPM. The real divergence is gearing. The Monkey runs a 420 chain with 14T 37T sprockets. The Trail 125 uses a heavier 428 chain with a 38-tooth rear sprocket that Honda explicitly optimized for Forest Service roads. The Trail pulls harder from a stop and climbs better. The Monkey holds a higher cruising speed.
The Monkey has a conventional 5-speed manual gearbox with a clutch lever, which makes it a genuinely useful bike to learn on, and a more engaging one to ride once you have. That fifth gear, added in 2022, is what allows the Monkey to sit at 50 to 55 miles per hour without screaming. The Trail 125 has a 4-speed semi-automatic transmission with an automatic centrifugal clutch. There is no clutch lever at all. You shift with your left foot exactly as you would on any motorcycle, and a heel-toe shifter makes it manageable in hiking boots. For riders who want zero learning curve or who plan to ride slowly over technical ground where clutch modulation is a distraction, this is a meaningful advantage. Purists will miss the lever.
The Monkey rolls on 12-inch cast wheels wrapped in genuinely chunky rubber, 120/80/12 front and 130/80/12 rear. The footprint is wide, the sidewalls are tall, and the visual effect is half of the bike's charm. On pavement, the small diameter makes steering immediate, to the point of twitchy at first, and it swallows expansion joints better than it has any right to. The Trail 125 uses 17-inch wire spoke wheels with 80/90/17 tires front and rear. Narrower, taller, and far more capable of rolling over ruts, roots, and rocks instead of dropping into them. Spokes also flex where cast wheels crack. If your route involves anything unpaved, the Trail's wheel package is not a preference, it is a requirement.
The Monkey gets the more sophisticated hardware, a 31mm inverted fork with 4.3 inches of travel, plus dual rear shocks offering 4.0 inches. The inverted fork is a legitimate upgrade over the original Monkey's conventional unit and delivers better control and road feedback. The Trail 125 counters with a conventional 27mm telescopic fork, also with 4.3 inches of travel, and dual rear shocks with 3.4 inches. On paper, the Monkey looks better damped. In the dirt, the number that matters is ground clearance, and the trail's 6.5 inches plus that skid plate keeps the engine cases off rocks. The Monkey has no equivalent protection. The Monkey seats you at 30.5 inches on a 45.0-inch wheelbase with a high-rise handlebar that keeps the riding position surprisingly upright for something this small. It is more comfortable than photographs suggest, but it remains compact. Riders much over 5'10" will feel folded after 30 miles, and the Monkey is a single-seater. The Trail 125 sits an inch taller at 31.5 inches and stretches to a 49.5-inch wheelbase, and Honda pairs that with taller handlebars and deliberately roomy seating. The step-through frame also makes mounting easy with luggage aboard. For larger riders or for anyone planning hours rather than errands, the Trail is the more habitable bike. Brake hardware is effectively identical. A single 220mm front disc with standard front wheel ABS, and a single 190mm rear disc on both machines. Honda kept ABS standard across the miniMOTO line for 2026, which matters on lightweight bikes, where a locked front wheel arrives quickly. Geometry tells the real story. The Monkey runs a sharp 25.0-degree rake with 3.2 inches of trail on that short wheelbase, making it flickable and mischievous. The Trail 125 relaxes to 27.0 degrees with 3.1 inches of trail and adds 4.5 inches of wheelbase, buying stability at loose surface speed and calm on gravel descents. Neither is quick steering by sport bike standards, but the Monkey is unmistakably the more playful chassis. Here, the Trail 125 simply wins. It arrives with a large rear cargo rack as standard, a center stand that makes loading and self-service straightforward, and a secondary kickstart lever for the day the battery gives up somewhere with no cell signal. Honda offers accessory center and front racks on top of that. The underseat 1.4-gallon fuel tank keeps mass low, and Honda has previously advertised roughly 220 miles per fill-up. The Monkey carries a slightly larger 1.5-gallon tank and an EPA-derived claim of 162.6 miles per gallon, which is extraordinary, but it ships with no rack at all. Honda sells a rear carrier and a USB-C charger kit as accessories. Out of the crate, the Monkey carries a rider and nothing else. The Trail 125 starts at $4,199 plus a $300 destination charge, available in glowing red and black metallic. The Monkey lists at $4,399 plus the same $300 destination charge, offered in a single matte black metallic finish and arrived a month earlier in March. That $200 gap is easy to justify either way. The Monkey buys you an inverted fork, an extra gear, and a manual clutch. The Trail buys you a rack, a center stand, a skid plate, brush guards, and 6.5 inches of clearance, and does it for less. Both carry Honda's transferable 1-year unlimited mileage limited warranty with Honda Care extensions available. Curb weight favors the Monkey at 231 pounds against the Trail's 256. These bikes are not competitors so much as two answers to different questions, and the recommendation depends on where you ride. Buy the Monkey if your world is paved. It is lighter, better suspended, more engaging thanks to the 5-speed manual, and it has more personality per square inch than anything else at the price. As a city bike, a second vehicle grin machine, or a first motorcycle for someone learning clutch control, it is close to perfect. It is also the more limited machine. Single seat, no cargo, no protection, and one color for 2026. Buy the Trail 125 if your world includes dirt, or if you want a small bike that actually does jobs. The 17-inch spoked wheels, generous ground clearance, standard rack, center stand, and clutchless transmission make it the more versatile and more usable of the two, and it undercuts the Monkey by $200 while doing it. For most buyers, the Trail 125 is the smarter motorcycle. For a meaningful minority, the Monkey is the one they will keep forever.